A Henry woman arrested earlier this year on several drug charges has had her local charges dropped and federal charges filed in its place. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, federal charges have been filed against a Henry woman who was allegedly caught with more than a quarter pound of methamphetamine and suspected fentanyl pills. 43-year-old Catherine Gibson was initially slated to be back in court last Wednesday for her pretrial hearing on charges of meth distribution and possession of a controlled substance. However, local court records show that the case no longer exists. And Scottsville County Attorney Dave Eubank tells KNEB News that federal prosecutors wanted to take over the case. Gibson is now facing federal charges of conspiracy to distribute and possession with intent to distribute 50 grams or more of methamphetamine. She is set to stand trial on June 15th in Omaha and could face up to 40 years in prison and a $5 million fine if convicted. Well, work is set to begin on installation of Nebraska's first section of variable speed signs on a 100-mile stretch of I-80 starting at the Wyoming state line. Chris Ford with Nebraska DOT District 5 tells KNEB News the signs should be familiar to those who have traveled to the Cowboy State.
Kind of modeled after the Wyoming variable speed limits that they've got over by Cheyenne and up over the mountains there towards Laramie. They've also got them up by Sheridan. They've been pretty successful for Wyoming, and we're hoping that we can use them, and especially in climate weather, to help slow our trucks down on the interstate and make it safer for everybody traveling.
Ford says the speed limit signs would change during specific weather conditions, such as high wind, low visibility, or icy roads. Completion is slated for August of next year, due in part to the need of installation of fiber optic cable along both sides of the roadway. Well, coming up after the break, some severe weather across the region yesterday. What's in store for the new work week? Bill Boyer breaks it all down in your full week forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, how about sunny skies this evening? We'll stay mainly clear through the overnight hours. Another cool night out there. Not quite as cool as what we had this morning, but it'll be quiet tonight and tomorrow with storms returning to the forecast briefly for Wednesday, then a couple decent days. Some of the storms tomorrow could be strong to severe again. And then we're going to be unsettled really through the holiday weekend. We'll get to that here in just a moment. 78 yesterday after a morning low of 42. We quickly ran up to that 78 very briefly before the showers and storms moved in. Almost a half an inch of moisture for us. That's putting us just a couple of tenths short of where we should be for the month of May. We're about caught up. Highs in the temperatures in the low 70s right now here across the region. 80 almost in Valentine, 69 though in McCook. Upper 60s, low 70s for all of us here in the Panhandle. Winds are out of the west direction more so than any other direction. Some northwest, southwest winds, but as opposed to those winds coming out of the southeast and easterly like we had all weekend, it's drier air that's came into the area, and that's allowed that front to mainly clear the region. We still have severe threats here in the central portions of the state, Kearney area down through the Tri-Cities and into portions of Kansas, Hayes, Goodland, North Platte area. A slight chance of a severe storm tonight. That pushes east tomorrow, but then we have another system come in that backs the severe weather threat right into our area for Wednesday. Wouldn't be surprised to see portions of this area upgraded. Right now we're at a slight risk. That's the second category, possibly up to that enhanced risk by tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that. What are we expecting for threats tomorrow? Well, or Wednesday rather. Isolated tornadoes again. Large hail, could see some very large hail again in some areas, maybe up to the size of baseballs. Wind damage possible as well. I think the wind threat will be maybe a little greater just to the east of the Panhandle, but we will keep an eye on all that for you. Here's our futurecast for tonight. Some showers and storms, a brief period of clouds off to our east. That's it. Then clear skies overnight. Lows going to fall down into the 40s. A very comfortable night out there. Cool, crisp night. Open the window maybe. You'll be appreciating this air later on as we get into the summer. Tomorrow's futurecast has lots of sun in it. Not much going on till late in the day. We build up a few clouds off to the east of us. Those will push through tomorrow evening, and that is about it. Or rather, the clouds will build to the west, move to the east off the high country. High temperatures tomorrow generally going to be in the 70s out there for most of us. Low to mid 70s, a few upper 70s in a few locations. Any precip will stay off to our east and out of our area here in the next 36 hours. Clear skies tonight, lows down around 46. For tomorrow, a sunny, beautiful looking day, highs in the upper 70s, winds at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Our 7-day forecast, we bring in scattered strong to severe thunderstorms on Wednesday, and then we drop the temperature down a bit on Thursday, back to near 70. Again, near 80 or so on Friday. Then we bring in some isolated showers, scattered showers and thunderstorms really all the way through the holiday weekend starting Saturday, and temps cool off into the 60s. It's not going to be a cold Memorial Day, but certainly not a warm one out there either. We don't see any heat building for the holiday weekend with off and on chances of rain and thunderstorms.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
High Plains Auto Club presents the Father's Day Rock and Roll Classic Friday, June 18th. Registration begins at 2 p.m. at the Gering Civic Center with a welcome barbecue, cruise for cash, ice cream social. Saturday, June 19th, a parade, show and shine, and awards banquet. To enter, go to highplainsautoclub.com or call 308-765-2418. This event is sponsored by High Plains Budweiser, KNEB Radio, 94.1 The Brand, Lessert Insurance.
Welcome back. The City of Kimball and the Board of Public Works will be holding a joint meeting tonight to discuss the future of the Kimball Power Plant, one of the few remaining city-owned oil-burning power generation facilities in the state. Mayor Keith Prunty tells KNB News that the 8-megawatt generation plant, which was the city's only source of electrical power until 1980, is facing repair needs that would be a major expense.
The main thing is like radiator repair, which is looking at a couple $100,000. There's like some motor repairs on sleeves and lifters that need to be done. And before we drop that much money, we just want to make sure council's on board on that we want to go this direction or take another direction, whatever. Like I said, every option's on the table.
While the plant has been primarily held as a standby status in the past 30 years, Prunty says it has been pressed into service when needed, such as when WAPA disconnected power for the city during a recent day-long substation upgrade and during the bitter cold snap that hit the central part of the country this past February. Well, Westmore Elementary and Scottsbluff Public Schools is proud to announce that 5th grade teacher Jennifer Schwartz is one of 75 teachers worldwide being recognized as a part of Microsoft's legacy project, Teacher Appreciation Edition. The project strives to lead the world in celebrating and recognizing the monumental efforts and extraordinary accomplishments of educators around the globe. Designed as an immersive experience, the Legacy Project is curated as an interactive museum gallery exhibit featuring 75 top educator honorees chosen from nominations across the globe. In addition, honorees will receive a customized Microsoft Virtual Edition educational experience for a class. And Secretary of State Bob Evnen announced today that he will lead a trade delegation to the United Arab Emirates in 2022. He says Nebraska will have a strong presence at both the Expo 2020 Dubai, which runs from October through March, as well as the Gulf Food Show, which will take place in Dubai next February. Evidence says they are providing an opportunity to Nebraska businesses, agricultural interests, innovators, and educators to join this trade delegation, which will showcase Nebraska to a worldwide audience. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell back from Kansas City and ready to preview the new and improved Western Nebraska Pioneers team for 2021. He'll have more from the sports desk right after this on KNEB.TV News.
We have all learned lately that our homes are our sanctuaries. And at Renewal by Andersen, many people invest in our windows to keep out the bitter cold. But they're often thrilled when it's blazing hot outside and their Renewal by Andersen windows are keeping their homes so cool, with much lower utility bills. Renewal by Andersen windows make life at home so much more comfortable, whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 100. We can't control outside, but we sure can inside. Invest in your home now with Renewal by Andersen. You'll be glad you did.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say, often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Baseball to arrive in spades. Glad to have you for today's update here at the TV Sports Desk. And The Western Nebraska Pioneers will sure be glad to have you at Oregon Trail Park Stadium starting tomorrow night. The 2021 Expedition League season is ready to go, and the Pioneers open at home tomorrow night against Casper. At the helm this year will be former Pios player and current University of Kansas grad assistant Antonio Garcia.
I couldn't be more excited. I know these guys have heard from me for the last couple months, and they can kind of feel my excitement. But since I left in August, this is really what I've been counting down the days for, and I couldn't be more excited to get going and get back again in Gering.
Garcia played on the Pioneers championship team back in the summer of 2018. He served as an assistant for part of last season with the Pios and calls this a huge opportunity as he gets set to embark on a full-time baseball coaching path.
Oh, this is a huge opportunity for me. You know, like you said, from a young age, baseball's been my life, and when my playing career got taken away, coaching was the next best thing for me. And the opportunity to coach in this league in such an awesome town, I couldn't be more thankful for the opportunity.
It's always touch and go with these college kids arriving just a couple of days before the season actually starts, so getting his feet underneath him there while also piecing together how to go about managing this club will be key for Garcia as the season gets underway.
We're not the only team that's struggling right now to get all of our guys in town with everyone's season still rolling and finishing up and getting guys into town. So the first week will be kind of crazy and lineups will be switching around. And you might see a lot of new faces in June, but for the first 5 days we got our guys and we're excited about them and we're ready to go.
Now, how about style of play for the Pioneers this summer? And then the head coach fills us in on some expectations for the team this year.
High energy always. I'm going to bring a high energy level to the ballpark every day. And as the manager, I just think that's going to trickle down through the players, and we'll have high energy every day and we'll have a lot of fun playing baseball and hopefully we win a lot of games. And summer baseball is about development more than winning, so I'm looking forward to getting with my coaches and developing these guys into the best players they can be so we can send them back to their programs ready to go for their teams in the fall.
It's a 3-game season opening homestand starting tomorrow night against Casper over at the stadium with 6:35 starts the first 3 nights. Zach McKinstry from the University of South Carolina will serve as the voice of the Pioneers this summer on KNEB AM 960 and 100.3 FM. Legion baseball this week. Gering opening up tomorrow. They're on the road at Sydney. Radio only with Jeff Kelly for that one. And then on Thursday, it's Wesco playing at Alliance. I'll be there for that KNEB.TV coverage right here along with the radio broadcast. And the high school sports season is wrapping up this week with boys state golf. We'll have updates throughout the day, Tuesday and Wednesday on air for boys state golf. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan on the way back with more right after this on KNEB.TV.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, it was all pomp and circumstance on Friday at one of Gering's newest businesses. Chamber ambassadors were on hand for the ribbon cutting for the new Ace Hardware. Owner Ben Dishman says the new company, which took over the space previously occupied by Johnson Cashway Lumber, came about as the well-known national retailer was looking for ways to expand their market. Dishman and his wife also operate the local fresh food grocery stores as well. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.